It's week 9 of the NFL, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the Seahawks and the Texans on Sunday night primetime.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in week 9? And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 7th-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Seahawks.
Stroud. Addison hauls it in. So the completion good for 6 yards, and 3rd and 1 now. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Jackson now. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They send Stills in motion. Walker now on 1st and 10. The tackled on the play by Miles Murphy. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
And Stroud now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On the counter, it's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Smith and Jigba in motion right. From the gun, it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Targeting and finding Stills once more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Pitch and catch to Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That is caught. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. To the right side, this is Walker. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Stroud. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Elijah Higgins. 10 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the gun, it's Walker, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action with Jackson, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. As it complete to Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
A gain of 10 yards. And that's good. Seahawks. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw again is Jackson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And Stills over the middle. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Walker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Well, we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Final play of the half, Stroud. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Jordan Love, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Trey Benson, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Well, some concern out there right now as we got an injury stoppage. It's DK Metcalf who's getting some help following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud to throw it. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 22-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Stroud. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Jackson from the shotgun. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Jackson will throw again. And Stills bringing it in. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3. Now it's Jackson. Targeting and finding Stills once more. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ball start. Offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. There's Charbonnet once again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Up the middle they go. Dixon. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It fights him off. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Jackson. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now 2nd and 3. On the bootleg, Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To throw is Jackson. Eluding and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Smith-Njigba hauling it in on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And Stroud now to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The throwing again is Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Stroud to throw it. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with no... Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And Wilson in motion left. Now it's Jackson. It's complete. Stills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Seahawks on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They'll run for it with Charbonnet.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
It's a turnover on down.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.